but also positioning around the basket.
Couple of freshmen jumping it up. There is Vernon Carey, C.J. Felder, a 6'7" freshman from Sumter, South Carolina. Controls the tip.
It's a team that puts you in tough situations because they get you to chase the basketball with the bounce. Already, Boston College has some open look opportunities. That's the first shot they've taken.
Stephon Mitchell with the miss, and Felder's there with a follow, and the Eagles have the first bucket. He's almost like a point forward inside guy for Jim Christian's team.
He can be really effective, too, if he makes good reads. That's an easy read. That's just a simple curl and layup.
Boston College off to a very strong start. Here, oh, terrific look, and a flush from Jarius Hamilton. What a pass.
Pass has become kind of a new thing. And I think it starts with a lot of the Euro guys coming in where you play around the post, even high post area, and they can pick you apart.
That was Mitchell with a Felder, missed the three. Duke has some reinforcements on the floor. Alex O'Connell's out there, Jack White, Javin DeLaurier's in, and Duke is finally on the board with the bucket. DeLaurier with a high ball screen. Jones throws it away. Mitchell has it. Has Popovich running with him. Throwing it back was part of what they wanted to do against the Blue Devils, driving and kicking it behind the players. Thornton's going to step inside the three-point arc and can it. A little shuffling there, and that pass just eluded O'Connell. The high hand, the flush for Jared Hamilton.
The guys on the floor create great energy. They create their own rhythm. Offensive rebound and a simple run. I mean, look, this is the stuff we're talking about. Duke can't get away with just being the
5 minutes without a field goal. It's as if the basket's crooked.
Well, I think you need road wins. I mean, that's what we seem to value the most. Wow.
How about Derryck Thronton taking it to the cup? Blue Devils have one field goal. Matthew Hurd, who had a big game against Boston College last time, can't get the three. He'll have one from two. And finally, Duke sees one go through the bucket. Thornton is all up on Tre Jones, giving Tre a little bit of his own medicine, and Vernon Carey has a bucket inside, and after the terrible start, the Blue Devils are back to within four. Boston College could really use a basket here. Thornton step back. There it is, the leading scorer. And Jack White with the steal as Heath got himself in trouble. Now White to Cassius Stanley. 10 a.m. Eastern on Saturday morning. Wendell Moore.
That's really pretty. I mean, that is just a great read. Good pass fake from Jack White. We're talking about in terms of polish, right? Making the right reads, hitting back defending.
How about that position? And Carey just muscled Stephon Mitchell under the basket between the two teams. Derryck Thronton, a little teardrop. And Thornton now has 8 as Boston College moves back on top. Big deal more fight than they did in the first meeting in Cameron. And Duke, as you heard LaFonso say, it was a little bit flat coming out as Nick Popovich, who missed 9 games this year with back trouble, goes high to soar and pull it down. The freshman from Washington, D.C., heaved all the way to the basket. And Popovich knew he was in trouble the whole time there. A look of frustration on the face coming back. Now he's in trouble defensively. Carey right underneath the bucket.
And soft touch around the rim.
Thornton kicking it to the corner. Jarius Hamilton, still no three. That was a good look at it. Thornton mid-range, and he's into double figures. Tre Jones all the way to the cup. Now a few seconds left if Boston College hurries. Tre Jones on the push, loses it momentarily. Alex O'Connell starting the second half. O'Connell with a forced pass to Carey, who still got his mitts around it and slammed it home.
You want to build on something. You want to find that polish we talked about. They came out flat in the first half.
Popovich putting him in the rocking chair, but can't finish with the baby hook. And Hamilton with the foul. Jarius Hamilton by Wendell Moore results in a turnover.
Can you tell where Duke's trying to go in terms of their offense?
Heath to the bucket and one. Place game in the loss column behind Louisville in the ACC standings. Boston College looking for a huge signature win as Tre Jones softly rolls one in.
I'm still trying to process. I did think Duke at some point, especially with this smaller lineup, take a basket when you get a basket, but I think you got to move it.
It was a nice move inside from Wendell Moore to get that one to pull us back even. Into the spin cycle. Popovich scores. Brackets that would leave Northwestern, Nebraska, and Minnesota at the moment on the outside looking in. Thornton goes and scores, and Minnesota probably at least has a chance to play its way in.
Slow motion does wonders to fouls.
Stanley gets it and one. Stephon Mitchell thought he had felt or maybe a touch late, and the steal for the Blue Devils, Tre Jones. North Carolina being 2 games under 500, you know it's going to be an intense atmosphere on Saturday night. Joey Baker into the game. He draws the foul, and he's not going to get a three-pointer, but a chance at a three-point play.
One that shot is an open look. An open look.
You mean like this?
Please, God.
Popovich! The lid is off the 3-ball. Jones cutting back door, gives it to Delorier, who goes to the other side of the bucket and scores. Popovich just made the 3, so Goldwire gets up underneath him. Thornton driving and scoring with the left hand.
But you don't want him to get it in a position where he could turn and pick up an offensive foul. There's going to be backside help. They're going to full front Vernon Carey. That's a good way to turn the corner. Interesting to see where the offense is going to come from for Boston College with Thornton on the bench.
It comes from Jay Heath. Trying
Yes.
to make sure he doesn't pick up that 5th foul. He has to. It's a smart thing to do, but sometimes the loose balls, Boston College been a little more aggressive. Mitchell on the follow. Jones looking to him. Baker for 3. And the first 3-ball of the night for Duke. Carey has it. And Carey has 15. He's so strong.
They lost the lead here, only down 1.
Tre Jones.
Big.
A little more pressure working against Derryck Thronton, who loses his footing, but BC gets it into the front court and then promptly turns it over. Jerry's Hamilton turned it over, and Wendell Moore finishes. And right now, Duke has a chance. Duke has a 5-point lead, 3.5 to go. Tre Jones.
Gosh, he's good. You got to think Duke has confidence with a guy like Tre Jones on the floor, though. He's just got great poise. Knows how to finish a game. I'd have confidence if I had Tre Jones on the floor. Yeah.
In college, in desperate need of a little offensive rally. Hit only 1 3-pointer tonight. This would be a good time for another.
Yes.
And they get it. Jay Heath. Duke with under 5 on the shot clock. Delorier!
Wow. That is Tre Jones.
In terms of offensive firepower to pull off the upset, and the Blue Devils will head into a game at North Carolina, having won a couple on the road against Syracuse and now Boston College.